My guest tonight is Joe
Manganiello.
Oh, thank you so much, Joe. And he is here tonight with us, and he's going to talk about the movie Magic Mike. Welcome to Hollywood 360,
Thanks.
Joe.
It's good to be here.
Most people know you from your work as a werewolf on the series True Blood. Can you just tell us a little bit about your character?
Well, he's really a deconstruction of a werewolf. He's this big, strong, protective, animalistic monster who is very shy and sensitive on the inside. And so, the character on the show is really, an exploration of, or the discovery of that shy, sensitive, reclusive guy as he turns into the wolf.
Sure.
As he kind of embodies it and owns it.
And unlike some of the characters on the show, you are going to be staying on, and you're asked to be a permanent member, I believe.
They haven't killed me yet.
Yes, because many people do get killed on that show.
Yes, they do.
Congratulations for that already.
Thanks. Yeah, right.
Oh, it's fun. Well, I'd like to congratulate you again on your work in Magic Mike.
Thank you.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's entertaining. It's lots of fun. And for our listeners that don't know, you play an exotic dancer.
Yes.
/ stripper, so to speak.
Yeah, I play a male stripper.
Yeah, and you're known for the fireman costume. Did you have fun playing that character?
I had more fun than I think I've ever had in my entire life working on this movie. I don't know that, there's always that thing of don't bring your work home with you or you want to leave it on set, and there was no way I was going to leave all of that on set. I think I'll probably be carrying around a bit of this character for the rest of my life, hopefully.
That's awesome. The fireman costume, was it a part of the original script, or how did that happen?
The fireman costume was in the script, yes. And actually a good friend of mine, turns out, was a male stripper during the 90s at a club called Le Bear in Dallas, and he was the originator of the fireman routine in Dallas. So I had some talks with him about how to do it, how to play it, and that moment where he picks the girl up, that was in the original script.
Oh yeah, I noticed that part, Joe. That was great.
Thanks.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's great.
Uh-huh.
How was it being directed by Academy Award winner Steven Soderbergh?
A dream come true. I'm a huge fan of his. Have been. His body of work is just so insane. And so diverse, and I think the diversity of his body of work speaks to his intelligence. But he also has, probably, it might be my favorite Soderbergh movie, which is Out of Sight. Big Elmore Leonard fan, and so often people just ruin Elmore Leonard if it's in the wrong hands. And Steven's that great combination of smart and savvy, but also wickedly funny. Mm-hmm. And I think that this movie reflects that. And it was just, incredibly fulfilling and just such a fun experience.
Well, that's wonderful. I agree. I think this movie could have totally gone another way if it hadn't been for the directing and your acting, of course.
Oh, thanks. Well, I think a lot of it was casting. I think they just put together this great group of guys. For whatever weird reason, we just all really gelled.
What drew you to acting?
Well, I was always an artistic kid, but my high school had a TV studio, and I would take the cameras out on weekends, and I would satiate my artistic side that I had really put down for the better part of a decade, just to concentrate on sports, and it started resurfacing. And I had been injured several times, tore a ligament in my knee, came back, broke my elbow, came back, broke my finger during volleyball season. So there's a series of injuries that kind of serendipitously kept me out of, really kept me from getting in a groove athletically towards the end of high school. And around that time, the buddies I made those movies with were like, dude, you should do this. Like, you should act. You should be an actor. And I'm like, get out of here. And so I took an acting class, and the teachers in high school were, begged me to try out for the musical. And I'm like, come on, get out of here. And so I did, and then I wound up getting a scholarship to Carnegie Mellon to study classical theater, which was kind of, just blew me away, because I really just didn't picture that happening, and it was such a bizarre long shot, and I really had to ignore the life that was planned out for me in order to do that, which seems, looking back, seems so crazy to me that I would trust my gut at that age.
Yeah.
But I did, and here we are.
I always enjoy hearing the beginnings.
It's like Billy Elliot.
Yeah.
Except I'm giant.
You are?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
6'5".
You see? Well, Joe, I want to thank you so much for chatting with me this evening, and I'd like to take it back to the host of Hollywood 360, Carl Amari.